Do you love watching Hockey Ultimate Team videos, which feature 45 minutes of opening packs? Well, you're in luck, because we've got a ton. Now, in today's video, we are going to go over my Hut Champs rewards, my Rivals rewards, as well as a massive team update because we finally pulled the trigger on our first team builder. So let's get you all caught up. All right, Hut Champs week 1 in the books. So I finished 454th with 14 wins, which is actually wild that it's that low. But nonetheless, I choked the second half. You saw it in the last video. But now we've got a bunch of collectibles, and we have got to go spend them. Now, there has been a lot of questions and theories about what to do with your collectibles now because it appears that EA has made every single Hut Champs collectible or collectible set repeatable, which changes the game entirely because now you can basically make as many power-up collectibles as you want. It's a one-for-one trade-in. I got 10 Hut Champs collectibles from this week for getting 14 wins. So what we're going to do is talk about what I think that you guys should do with your Hut Champs collectibles. Now, I think going forward that power-up collectibles are the play because they are what upgrades every single card in the game. So you can make multiple Master Set players, and it's now much more affordable. But that being said, because it is the Fantasy Hockey event, and because a lot of the cards are gold rating, meaning that they are under 80 overall, they're not 80 and above, I think the play is the Mega Players Pack. So the Mega Players Pack is 30 gold cards, 5 of them are 80 and above, and the reason why I think this is probably the play, A, it's cheap, B, it's repeatable, but C, it gives you the most shot at pulling a fantasy card. These are tradable packs, so if you were to get one fantasy player out of 10 like I have, so I can do 5 of these packs, I think the play is to open up 5 of these packs, and even if I don't pull anything, I'll have enough set fodder that I could make icons, I could finish off team builders. I just think that this is probably the play. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna open up as many as we can, and like I said, I think that in terms of value, like overall value, this might not be the play, but I think just for the shot this week and next week at pulling a fantasy hockey card, all it takes is one, and you've got a couple 100,000 coins on your hands. So, as you can see, the Hut Champs collectible sets are repeatable. And again, I'll talk about what I think going forward is the play. I'm not getting Adam Foote this week. I'm going to go all in on the Mega Players Pack simply because I want a shot at a fantasy card, and hopefully we will pull one. So I can open up 5 of them, and we'll see what we can do. Even if I don't pull one, guys, like I said, I'll get so much set fodder that, and because it's tradable, I could sell it if I want, or I can throw it into team builder sets, which is probably what I'll do, or icon set, because I am working slowly towards Mario Lemieux and Gretz. So I think that's my 5. All right, we've got 5 Mega Players packs on the board. I'm not saving them for, Rivals rewards or anything like that. We're gonna open them up right now. I want the shot at any fantasy card. Let's see what we can do. Imagine it's the first one. 83 Malkin. Okay, we're off to a good start. NHLer? Anytime we get an NHLer that's under 80 overall is solid too. Okay, we got 4 NHLers to start. This is huge. I gotta be honest, I hate doing pack opening videos, so we're gonna fast forward this to some elevator music. One, man. Okay. I mean, all right. Well, I mean, he's probably the worst one to get, although he is big. Maybe they'll win. Who knows? All right, that's fun. Forsberg. Nah. Could you imagine? Oh, 66 or 99 and no money spent is on a whole other level. Nah, boys, this is gonna be Johnny Bauer. This is Johnny Bauer. Let's settle down. Everyone settle down.
I'll turn this damn bus around.
Dude, I've never pulled Gretzky or Mario. I've never done it. Okay, Forsberg's not terrible. Not terrible. I'll take it. One of my favorite players and also a half decent one just to have. I'm okay with that. I'm not super upset. That's better than that's better than a lot of the other options. Dude, these mega packs are the play, I think. So I didn't pull any of the fantasy hockey cards out of my Hut Champs rewards, but that's okay. I got so much set fodder that we're well on our way to finishing some team builders. But let's go take a look at how the Rivals rewards went. All right, here we go. Looking for a big Rivals rewards pull. We're gonna do option 2. We want more of a shot at pulling a fantasy card as well as finishing off team builders. So untradeable is still the move by far. Here we go. Let's pull something cool. Let's go. Fantasy MSP. 84 Braden points. Not a bad start. Not a bad start. Okay, love that. 85 Sorokin. That'll work. That'll play. That looks like it's going to be it, fellas. Ryan Reeves. And another... I pulled 2 of him, and he has a Team of the Week card. Okay. To cap off a week of rewards, we also got our X Factor Choice Pack from the XP Path set, which is proving to be pretty rewarding as we go along. Make sure you do this if you do not have Connor McDavid's X Factor card. This is especially true because of the fantasy hockey event having X Factor players as their cards. It was confirmed that as fantasy hockey cards increase, it will unlock the future tiers for their X Factor counterparts. So if you get a fantasy hockey card in your X Factor Choice Pack and you don't like any of the other options, go with that in case that card explodes, and then it gives you the freedom to upgrade it if you want. So Suzuki, Zegras, in terms of like power rankings, here are the cards. I want McDavid number 1, Hurdle number 2, Eichel number 3, and then Zegras, Suzuki, or Doughty. I gotta get one of them, right? I gotta get one of them. Or Makar, I would take. But I have these. Oh, bro, come on. We're gonna go 3. 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right, I got it. All right. Show me Connor McDavid. Okay, Yossi's not terrible as, like, an X Factor card, but, like... Okay, we're bailed. We're bailed. 100% bailed here. And no matter what's in this one, I have a fantasy hockey card that I can upgrade, obviously at a cost, but no matter what, I don't have to get Nick Suzuki's card, and if he goes up, we're good. We're fine. And I'm pretty sure he has Quick Draw. Yeah, I don't even hate his ability. Don't even hate his ability. No, we're fine. Absolutely fine with that. Just give me Hurdle. If you're not going to give me Connor McDavid, give me Tomash Hurdle and save me 500,000 coins. Okay, good. I'm not taking there. Okay. All right. We'll take it. We'll take Suzuki. 100% okay with the fantasy selection. Easy pick. Easy pick. So that turned out to be a gigantic waste of time. However, it is time to improve the team. Now, because I am going to trade in a lot of my 84 overall team builder cards, some of them are pretty prominent in the lineup, like Dan Girardi as well as Schultz from the Wild. So, first things first was to go grab Nick Lidstrom from the Icons, and I had a ton of gold non-NHL players to use, so I went and grabbed Nick Lidstrom. I think he's just a fantastic card. Now it's time to go ahead and get our first team builder card. Now, because I have 4 84 overall team builders already, I'm only going to need to make 2. I do want to point out something that is still an issue from NHL 23, and that is the autofill in the team builder section of these sets. If you are just going to hit autofill, what it will do is it will put your 80 and above overall cards in the first 15 slots that are meant for the 74 and above cards. The issue with that is that 74 overall cards are usually much cheaper, and you might not need 80 and above cards. You might just need more 74 and above. So what you want to do is manually put in 15 74 overall and above cards, and then make sure you've got 10 80 and above that you can just autofill then. It's a very, very annoying process, but it can cost you thousands of coins if you're not paying attention, because you might already have enough cards to complete these sets. You just don't realize it. So now that I've got all the team builders required, time to grab our first 87 overall team builder. Extremely easy choice for me. I lost Mike Fisher, who was my go-to centerman whenever I absolutely needed to win a draw because of Quick Draw. Welcome to the squadron, Joe Nieuwendyk. So here is the team. Hillary Knight, the queen, who is still, in my opinion, one of the most fun X-Factor cards that I've ever used. And then our first team builder. Completely no money spent. we've got Joe Nieuwendyk. Flanked there by the base Connor McDavid. Second line, we've got Kuznetsov, Nico Hischier, who I've only gotten up to his 85, simply because at 86, he really just gains an ability that I'm not going to activate and no skating increase, so I just left him at 85. We've got the game day Willie Nylander, who has low-key been a really nice right-handed winger for me, as well as base Matthew Barzal, who continues to be one of the best buys early on for extremely cheap, with OG Tim Stützle and Matthew Tkachuk. The fourth line is legitimately just prototype cards as I try to get the fantasy collectibles required so I can make Tomas Hertl. On defense, we've got the 87, Cale Makar, our biggest pull so far of the year, as well as Dmitry Orlov with Truculence. On that second pairing, I made Matt Dumba. Extremely cheap to make Dumba or Orlov still, guys. Essentially, it's going to cost you 4 gold players. And because the upgrade cost is so cheap, I just really don't see any reason why not to have these guys because they are extremely serviceable for the price. And then my third pairing is just Sammy Nico and Brady Shea. These guys will be replaced eventually. In net, the GOAT. He still remains one of the best goaltenders that I've ever used in any EA NHL game. So if you're looking for a goalie, Markstrom's been incredible for me. I probably will chase his Heritage Classic card simply for the meme. Now, lastly, I do want to talk about the prototype objectives as well as the fantasy hockey objectives. Understand that if you don't have any fodder that you can turn into fantasy hockey collectibles, you'll need about 200,000 coins if you complete all of these fantasy hockey objectives to make one of the master set players. So whether it be Suzuki, Tomas Hertl, Doughty Sandin, or Zegras, it's still going to cost you quite a bit, but this really reduces the price. I'm obviously going after Hertl. The best way to help finish the fantasy hockey objectives, I did a video on it. Essentially, you just get as many of the prototype objectives done. This will get you more prototype cards, and then, again, these games just kind of fall off pretty quickly. It does stack, so if you have 10 prototype cards in your lineup, let's say, every game you play will net you 10 towards these objectives. But let's get into our new Team Builders debut on the Not a Dollars. Opening draw, game 1 with our new Quick Draw Team Builder, and we're 1 for 1, off to a heck of a start. We'll pick this up in the beginning of the second period. Now, I had some comments stating that they hated the fact and found it annoying every time the GOAT noise was used when Markstrom made a save. Well, I apologize.
To absolutely nobody!
Now, still in the second on the penalty kill, we win a key draw with Joe Nieuwendyk and begin the breakout. Now, everything's pretty routine about this zone entry. I fire it up to Chris Draper, and I'm just looking for the far side post play to maybe hit Nieuwendyk. However, disaster strikes my opponent, and we're up 1-0.
What the hell is even that?
Now in the third period, again on the penalty kill, it's newcomer Matt Dumba breaking the puck out, weaving through center ice before delivering a dot.
We'll use the force.
Through 7 players, completely forced in an absolute brutal hockey play that lands right on the toe of Joe Nieuwendyk's stick, and in his debut, Big Joe's got a goal. And lastly, jumping in on the action after a nice hit in the neutral zone, it's Willie Nylander who hits our last debuting player, Nick Lidstrom, who has a nifty backhand, and we put this guy out of reach. An essentially perfect debut for the squad. On the next episode, we chase yet another team builder card and look to make our first fantasy master set. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next episode.